Hi students, so this particular video is to show you how to navigate through the course. And first of all, before I get started to the core content of the course, I'd like to welcome you to this summer semester, 6-week semester of cultural aspects of food and nutrition. So when you open the course, this is how your page will look like. If I have any new announcement, it will pop up right here. On the left hand panel, you will see a lot of buttons here. What I would like you to do first, click on this orientation folder. So in the orientation folder, this particular video which I am recording right now, it will be posted here. So you play that video and get familiar to all the activities and the assignments which are required. After you are done with this video, I'd like you to do a survey on demographics. It is just for me as well as to help you understand what are the different cultures that are present in this classroom, in this summer NFS 332 classroom. So this assignment is not a graded assignment, but I strongly recommend you do it. It is very interesting to see what are the different cultures. So all you have to do is just click on this link. It will take you to the survey sheet. Then I have created a Padlet here where it's just introduce yourself to the other classmates and tell little bit about yourself. Why do you want to take this course? What is your favorite food? This is also due by 5:30. All you have to do is just add the plus sign here, and you can write your profile and please attach a picture. Remember, this is an online class, so this is the Padlet with which we can see each other via online. Once you are done with this, I would like you to read this, what is an online class. And just to give you a brief overview, there will be no face-to-face meetings. All of it will be done in an online setting. And normally, generally speaking, it takes about 6 to 9 hours for a 3 credit class on a weekly basis. So once you are done with this, I would like you to click to syllabi. So when you click on syllabi, there are two items which pertains to syllabi. One is your actual syllabi document, and the other one is the weekly schedule which I created here. So at a glance you can see your what is due for this particular week. So let's go a little bit over the syllabi. Just wanted to touch base on certain points. So as you can see, this is a fully online course, okay, and this is the textbook which I'm going to follow, and I strongly recommend you use this textbook. If you follow this textbook, you will do good in this course. And I also given you all the objectives. This is our grade breakdown. I will have 2 tests. Each test is worth 20%, and then the final test, which is worth 15%. There are 2 assignments, food culture presentation and write-up, that is 15%, and then the book report, that is worth 10%. Then I've got couple of weekly activities corresponding to 15%, and then one last activity which is called the cultural food activity, contributing to 5% of a grade. And then I have given all the institutional policies, course policies, description of both the assignments, which I'll go over shortly, and finally the the weekly schedule, what will be covered in every week. Next, let's move on to weekly coursework. So in weekly coursework, I have created 6 modules. The first one is just the orientation and getting to know each other, which is what you will do here, okay. And instructions are being given, or you can just click on this orientation video, click link on that, and then just get familiar with all these activities. So I will explain how each of those modules will work. So I will show just for one module, other modules exactly same format. So module 1 will start from 5:31, it ends at 6:06. So module 1 consists of 3 different parts. So for example, week 1 we are going to talk on the influence of culture on food. So the first thing what you will see is the overview of this chapter. What are the learning outcomes? And then I'll provide you my PowerPoint lecture, my recording of the lecture, and then I will give you a couple of videos, and there are some discussion associated with those videos. For example, in this particular part, I have given you a video where it will explain you the difference between race and ethnicity. So once you are done with this, you will click on this link and you will comment on that particular video. Each discussion thread throughout the course, it is being meant to facilitate discussion within yourself. So you are going to put a comment based on the video, then you will come back and comment on another student's thread. Your discussion thread will only be graded after 2 comments. One is your individual comment and the second is commenting on another student's thread. So please remember this, all the discussion threads have the same rules. Then I created another discussion thread. This is an article on Ellis Island. So you know how the immigrants, they came here to the island and how they have adapted or acculturated their food habits to US food habits. And at the end, all the chapters have a review questions as well as short answer questions. These are all open book test, untimed test. Take as much time to complete this test. Whatever assignments and the test materials that are being provided in each modules, that will serve as a review sheet for your next test. So as I mentioned, in this particular course we will have 3 tests, 2 regular tests and 1 will be the final test. So please use all these weekly activities to get prepared for your test. So once you are done with part 1, you will move on to part 2, where we are going to discuss about health beliefs and practices. Once done with that, then you will move on to part 3, where we are going to discuss about intercultural communication. So more or less all the modules, they are being designed similarly. Let's go to the assignment section and let me explain the assignments which are required for this course. There are 2 assignments. One is a book report assignment where you have to choose a book of your choice. Please remember, the book whichever you select must discuss about a specific culture. So that particular book should talk about history of the culture, food of the culture, as well as nutrition of the culture. I have given a list of the book. You can use any one of these books. These are very interesting, or you can feel free to choose any book of your own choice. Once you read the book, then I would like you to write a summary on the book. The summary should be 2 pages, single spaced, Times New Roman, 12 font, and it should not go beyond 2.5 pages. The second assignment, it is a food culture assignment. It is made up of 2 parts, and this is a group assignment. You have to create a group, and your group can have a maximum of 2 members. Both the members can be of same culture or similar or closer culture. In the written assignment, you are going to write a traditional term paper on a food of your choice. That particular food should be a special food related to your culture. Okay, so give little bit of introduction about the food, how the food has been influenced by culture, religion, genetics, environmental factors, conclusions covering what you have learned from this, and in-depth study of the country and the culture. And this written assignment is also 2-page minimum, single space, Times New Roman, font 12. Then the second part is the oral presentation, where you have to create a PowerPoint slide and you orally present that slide to the class. So you are going to use this VoiceThread tool to record your voice against each slide. The way I have recorded my lecture, that is how you are going to record your voice. So both the written assignment and the oral presentation are due on 7/1/2019. Okay. So now let me show you how to create your own group. So you will see here on the left hand side, I've created a link which is called the cultural presentation groups. When I click on this link, I have made 15 groups. As you can see here, all of these groups can have a maximum of 2 members. What you are going to do, you will click on one of this group, okay, and then you are going to select your group members. So you click on this, select your group members, and then decide on what culture you are going to work as a whole group. So I will also create another discussion thread here, and if you click on this discussion board, you will see I've created here all the discussion threads which relates to each of those modules. So I will create another discussion thread. That discussion thread you are going to use as a common area where you students can talk with each other, and if you have any questions or if you want to decide which group you would like to sign in, you can use that particular forum. So with that, I conclude this presentation, and I'm really looking forward to meet all of you, and let me know if you have any questions. Do not feel hesitate. I'm always here. Send me an email. I'll be more than happy to clarify your doubts.